Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Seeger and today is the day before we go to Disney and I'm super excited. We are going on I'll call it a bucket list trip because we have always wanted to go to Disney during the Christmas season and that hasn't been possible. Well, it has been possible, but things are finally kind of back to normal in 2022, so we're super excited to be going. I wanted to be doing some videos leading up to Disney, but if you've been following my channel, we found out that I was pregnant in mid-August and I had a not so great first trimester. And just things had been piling up, so didn't get the videos filmed that I had intended to on kind of what we've done to prepare. So thought I would just share some of that instead of just a packing video, kind of everything we're doing on our last day. Today is Saturday. We leave tomorrow on a Sunday at 5 a.m. We are leaving for the airport for a very early flight. So hoping to get to bed early. Just waking up this morning, kind of slept in a little bit, but slowly pulling myself together. It's about 9:30, I think. I'm filming over by the window for better light, but in my background is my dark, very messy kitchen. So we've got to get the house pulled together and cleaned up today. We actually are leaving our puppy here with a dog sitter that will come and stay in our house. So I have to get the guest room put together, instructions, because he stayed with our little Ruby for some weekend trips, but this will be the first week. And so there's a few other instructions to give him. He's willing to do like garbage, things like that, and get his keys set out and everything. So I have to get that all pulled together. This is probably the latest that I will be packing for any trip. I'm usually setting things out weeks in advance, but we had relatives in town for the Thanksgiving holiday, busy decorating for Christmas, and just didn't get any preliminary packing done. Thankfully, I have my go-to lists on my to-do app on my phone. So I'm just gonna be going through those and kind of tweaking them a little bit because we are going at a time the weather is going to be much, much different. We're looking at the high 70s, low 80s, which is great for a trip, whereas our last trip last year, it was 90, 100 degrees, so it was much, much different. So gonna kind of amend some of that, but we were thinking maybe we'll have low temperatures and we need to bring, you know, hand warmers and hats and gloves because it can get pretty cold, but we're looking at a really great forecast, so we're excited about that. So I have to pull together all the packing, get the house picked up, get the guest room ready, and I don't think any errands to run. We'll see if I'm running low on everything because again, I haven't done any preliminary packing or done an inventory, but I think we've had enough trips this year that I think I'm good on most things. I do have an appointment in a little bit. They're showing up okay on camera. I'm not wearing any makeup yet today, but just to get my eyebrows tinted. I don't have much to work with, and I like doing that sometimes before a trip because it makes makeup wearing pretty easy. Just kind of throw on some tinted moisturizer. I maybe need to find some of that with SPF in it for our trip, and some lip gloss, and then I'm good to go. I really like being easy breezy when we're on a trip. So that's our day. Come along with us and let's get ready for Disney.
So I know this is a Disney packing video, but on my to-do list before any trip is to make sure that my house is clean. And in this case, we were going to have Ruby's dog sitter here for a week, but I swear, even if our house was going to be completely empty, I just always need to clean and come home to a clean house. I think I get that from my mother, who always made us clean before trips. So this was first on my list before any appointments or errands. I just wanted to make sure that it was done. And we had everybody over for Thanksgiving, so it was really just about getting the kitchen cleaned up and wiped down. Also cleaned out some of what was left in our fridge. It's pretty sad this pregnancy that a lot of foods that I used to love, like coffee with almond milk every morning, are just things that I cannot stomach these days. So I tried to find somebody to take it off our hands, but unfortunately it went bad. So I did have to get rid of it and just needed to get the things scrubbed out and the floors and everything cleaned up in the kitchen, appliances and things wiped down. And our dog sitter has always been really great. This is like the 5th time that we've used him, and we met him through the Rover app, and he's just great. I mean, I've never met he's like a ghost. I would not know that he was in our home. So I'm confident that in cleaning the house for him to come, that it will be just as clean when we get home. So really all we needed to do is wipe everything down, do the floors, and then the other major room that I needed to get ready was our guest room downstairs. Not only did I need to change this over from the family that we had last weekend and get it ready for the dog sitter, but I like to use the guest bed to lay out all of our clothing. I just like to have a surface to kind of be looking at what I need to be packing. And since part of our remodeling project has been our bedroom upstairs, we don't have a working closet yet. So most of our clothes are being stored in the guest room. So it made it super convenient just to get that ready and the bed made up so I can lay everything out.
So I'm just checking in. It has been a while. My hair is still crazy. I never did pull myself together today, but I did go get my eyebrows tinted. They're a little darker. They'll lighten up in a couple days. But that took a little while because I got a call just before that the gal that I had an appointment with canceled, so we actually had to drive a little bit further, just over to Stillwater, Minnesota, so it's like another 20 minutes away. So that took a minute, and then Nate went with me and we just grabbed a bite to eat because we are running out of food in this house coming up on our trip. And so since we've been home, I've really just been kind of pulling stuff together. Here, I'll flip the camera. So normally I kind of plan out outfits by days, but since my pregnancy, I have very few pants that work and just a few tops. So I'm just kind of bringing my wardrobe as it fits right now, just like 3 t-shirts, and then I have a pair of sweatpants to throw on in the hotel. I have a couple more pairs of ears, but they're not really holiday style. Nate got me this pair off Amazon last year, so I'm definitely bringing those. I thought these would still be fun for Animal Kingdom, and then I just have a basic pair, probably one of the souvenirs I'm going to get. I'd like to get another pair for holiday. We did add, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we are going to Universal for one day, so I got this really cute shirt off of Etsy, and I'll link it below, everything I got off of Etsy, but I'll have that. We're gonna just go for one day on Friday. Nate and I, this was a last year Christmas thing, so mine's a little snug pregnancy wise. Things are starting to get snug. But I had gotten us these off Etsy, just matching shirt. There's no place like home for the holidays, so that one's cute. And then I ordered also from Etsy this one for myself, just a little holiday beverages that I thought was just adorable. So have a few kind of Disney-fied t-shirts, and then this one's an older one that I got from H&M, I believe. And then this one, I believe, is also from Etsy, or Lake Buena Vista Tees anyway. That's the Patagonia with Arendelle from Frozen. So I thought I'd just bring a few Disney tees, and I'm not going to plan what's going on what day, except of course when we go to Universal I will want to wear my Harry Potter shirt. Just brought another t-shirt and some shorts for jammies. I have a couple pair of leggings. I have these from Posh Diva. And then I also have just another pair of leggings from Kohl's, 2 pair from Kohl's. So I'm finally in maternity pants, just starting to be. My other leggings are just a little snug and not really comfortable. So because I only have 3 pair, we're going to have to do laundry. I just don't want to have a ton packed away. Bras and undies and things. This is a sweatshirt Nate got me, I think, a couple years ago for Christmas. It says, "Oh, what fun." It's kind of cut off because it's folded there, so I thought I'd bring that. And then just some basic layering things. It's going to be, like I said, in the upper 70s, low 80s for the high. This is also from Etsy. Super cute. Merry and Bright. This is just a long sleeve tee. And then I got this off Amazon. It's just a white hooded sweatshirt that I thought would go well because I feel like in the mornings it's going to be in the 60s, and this is just another gray pullover sweatshirt. And then I brought one like sweatshirt proper probably to wear on the way home. But it's going to be, you know, in the 60s in the mornings. I feel like you're going to want a little something to wear and maybe stow in your bag. So that's kind of what I pulled together for clothes. I am going to bring a travel pillow just hoping to sleep on the flight. I usually don't, but I could definitely use the extra sleep. And then throwing in some sunscreen. And my doctor reminded me to bring some off. That is all we have. I'm trying to find another bug spray I think we had on hand. But because the Zika virus is still a thing, so definitely want to have that along. Just a pile of socks. I'm bringing, I'll show you in a little bit, I need to pull my day bag together, but this is just a Bagolini that I've had forever. That I wanted to have like a little crossbody for like we spend a night at Disney Springs, or I just want to break from the backpack. The backpack is what I'm going to take on the plane in my main bag here. And then I have a little kind of already pulled together here. This is my nighttime kit. So iPhone charger. I've been taking throughout my pregnancy. I've had trouble sleeping, so I'm bringing along Unisom. Hopefully we'll be tired enough that I won't need this, but I do want to have it. And then just like basic Tums. I have lip balm in here. I believe I have my lotion that I love, just plain shea butter, glasses, wipe, and earplugs, just in case we encounter a, oh, and I have a hair tie too. So just things that I want handy by my bedside. I actually keep this next to my bed at home. And then little dishwashing kit to clean. This is actually one I had packed if you saw my wedding video kit. So just to do like clean up our cups and things in the hotel. And then I feel like you always need a scissor, and then we will be just masking up on the plane still. Can't never be too careful with not only the COVID, but influenza A that's going around. I think that's kind of it. I need to get our magic bands kind of figured out here. I have some, I think I bought some covers for those too. I have to go digging for that. And then this is a little pop, I don't know what they call them, pop socket, pop-up things, but I have some Mickey, it's kind of hard to zoom in on this, but little Mickey jewelry, Minnie and Mickey earrings. I thought I'd just bring that along with all the little treasures in here. Yeah, it's really hard to focus. So it's so tiny, so very tiny. There it goes, kind of. Yeah, you can kind of see that's my birthstone peridot. And then these are just little Mickey and Minnies that Nate got me a couple years ago for Christmas, so those are super cute. I really like having these containers along to put like I take my rings off and things to sleep, so like having that. And then I need a container just for a bunch of socks. So that is so far, and Nate's got his piles going over there. He's deciding what he wants to bring. But that is essentially what we've pulled together so far. I still have like my vitamins I need to get pulled together, and we have a little first aid kit I need to pull out, as well as just my regular toiletries. So that's left for the evening. I need to maybe sit down for a little bit, and I know I'm behind on drinking water. That's been something that I've been terrible about lately. So I'm gonna sit down, focus on drinking water. I need to do a couple things on the computer, type off like some guides and things that I have ready for our binder, and get things ready for the dog sitter and pull toiletries together. So I'm gonna work on some of that now, and I will check in with you in a little bit. So before I sit down at the computer, one thing I think I'm gonna try, my light's kind of losing light here, is to clean up my sneakers. They're pretty rough shape, and I know I can't wash them, but I thought I'd try. Hopefully they'll dry before tomorrow morning, because these are what I'm gonna wear on the plane. But I got this genius little tool. It's just a kind of looks like an electric toothbrush, but it's like a multi-purpose tool, and I'm gonna try that with a little dish soap and see if I can spruce these up a little bit before the trip. Okay, I think they look better anyway. I guess I still see some markings here, but it was hard to get this, I didn't want to get this really wet. I did put a washcloth inside to absorb anything, because this is just pure mesh, but I looked on the website and that's how they said to wash them, so hopefully they will dry out. I got the fan blowing on them here in my little Christmas container prop up, so hopefully those will dry out and they'll be ready for tomorrow. So I have 2 pair of cleaned and dried shoes. I also washed up my flip-flops, have seen better days, but they're my favorite. Got those washed up, need to get laces in, but we can stop the fan, thankfully. We're kind of still in a mess, but I wanted to check in. Here is my adorable Parks bag. I'm super excited. This is a Loungefly. It came out for Christmas this year. And actually I was planning on getting it as a souvenir in the park. And then it went on a Black Friday sale, so I got it like almost $20 off. So it's a little smaller than what we're used to, but it's super cute. It's got a little charm, little Mickey gingerbread. And I think the only thing I've put in here is I downsized my wallet to just this little guy. And I have like our Disney gift cards and just my ID and debit and everything. And then I also, this clashes, so I don't really like having it out on the outside, but maybe it'll fit in the bag. But I have a lot to put in this bag, and it is pretty small. I haven't loaded it yet, but I'm in love with it. I think my favorite part is that the straps are contrast, this little stripey deal. It's my first Loungefly, so I'm really, really excited. It's so cute. I'm a little worried about these kind of getting caught on things. I kind of wish for a simpler design they'd have just done the little candy and not tried to make it a Mickey, but whatever, it's adorable. So I took some time on the computer and I got our planning book done. I had started a lot of this a while ago, but just kind of wanted to put in the final itinerary here. So I did the cover quite a few months ago. It's super cute. So we just do this kind of, it's hard to read on here, but we can read it. This is kind of, it's light here. It says, this is our game plan. Things to remember. I want to remember to put in an order for mobile pickup like tomorrow morning, because I've been looking during tomorrow. Sunday we are going to Mickey's Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and the mobile order is hard to get, and we will want some dinner in the park. No dining reservations, but I put in where we do have dining reservations on the day and kind of filled that in for just a loose game plan. And then I printed off where the booths are for the Festival of the Holidays. There's great resources on the Disney Food Blog website. That's where I also printed off this Festival of Holiday menus. This is kind of fun to look at on the plane, or if we're just like chilling in our hotel room. Something to look at. I also printed off kind of a bootleg copy. This is what we will get when we get to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It just has a breakdown of like specialty food and beverage, holiday treats, just kind of going over what the event entertainment is. And then this back page, I know it's upside down here, has like a little map of where to get everything. We are staying at Port Orleans French Resort. No, Port Orleans Resort French Quarter. It's been a long day. So here's the little map of French Quarter, and then it's also connected to Port Orleans. So I printed out, this is from, I think it's Walt Disney World Prep School. Like, yeah, wdwprepschool.com. They have like awesome maps and tips and things there. And then these I had printed out from our last trip. They're just park maps, which of course you can pick up in the parks. I don't know, I just kind of like having something fun to look at as we're getting excited. And then of course Disney Springs. And then I won't show the itinerary here, but there's our reservation for Universal. I don't have as many materials for Universal. It's kind of like a wing it situation, I guess. And then I started to pull together most of my toiletries. I need to get a bag to pack these in. Just your basic, like my hair care stuff, toothbrush, makeup remover. I'm bringing like tons of contacts. I finally got my daily vitamins sorted, but I put out Sunday so I can take those in the morning. But then I have for the rest of the week, these are my, I have to do a daily injection. I have a clotting disorder, and due to my pregnancy, I'm doing like a daily injection. So I have that with the prescription kind of in that case, so I can just put that somewhere separate in the hotel. And I'm trying to divide the line here so I can keep track. This is everything I have set aside to go in that teeny tiny little Parks bag. So wish me luck on that. But I've got our masks for the plane, extra socks. If you watched my last Disney video, you understand the importance of extra socks because we had a mishap. I'm gonna try to get my raincoat to fit in there because I feel like even if it's not raining, I want the windbreaker if it gets chilly in the evenings. My AirPods just for the plane. This is like a gum case that I had a couple sticks of gum left, and I thought this is kind of handy because you can see kind of what's in it. I have some moleskin in here. Whoops. Moleskin, extra contacts. There's a eyelash spoolie on the top and a hair tie. And then these are lens wipes. There's a shout wipe in there and then just a flosser that I have more I can refill later. Also going in my Parks bag, if we can fit it all in there, some eye drops, and just picked this up today. I usually use the Nivea, but I was really intrigued today when I was at Ulta getting my brows done at this Aquaphor. They kind of had all over, and I know they have, I don't necessarily like this for my hands because it's so thick, but I thought for lips, I get really chapped lips, especially if I get tired, so that's a good one to have. And then my glasses, Nate got these for me for Christmas last year because I lost my glasses on our trip, so he bought me two new pair. They're really nice from Kate Spade. I think he just got them on Amazon. But the case that they come in is so bulky that I just picked up this one from, I think it's Vera Bradley. Yeah, it is. I picked this up at their outlet store on a sale, so hopefully that'll be a little more compact. We have still things over here. This sunbun stick. I have earplugs. I have trouble with fireworks being too loud. Just some Advil, Tylenol, Clorox wipes. We get a yucky table. We always carry a pen with us, and then my favorite lotion. I'm bringing my glasses case with contacts in it to change on the plane because I'm just going to wear my glasses. And then, again, hopefully this will all fit. An umbrella. We have our Mophie chargers for our cell phones. Nate, I think, has an autograph book somewhere. So we have one of those clickable Sharpies because those are easier for the characters to write with, but I think it'll be cool to interact with characters this time. We didn't get to last time. And just a simple tripod and then some Ziploc baggies for treats. So that's the Disney Parks bag. And then if you watch my packing videos, you know I bring kind of a lot of stuff, but this is our little first aid kit we have going on here. With just, I mentioned, you know, all the medication that we bring with us. Got some BioFreeze for sore muscles, did I say that right? Hydrocortisone. I might be saying that wrong. Just in case you get like rashes or things on your skin, that's always soothing. Hand soap for the hotel room. I do have an antibiotic in there. I'll talk about that in a minute, but more shout wipes and Clorox wipes if we run low. And then I have, I'm sorry, I'm not taking all of these out. This is a little sample pack of Tide Pods and some dryer sheets because we are planning on doing some laundry on our trip. And then some emergency. And then this is our extensive foot care kit. I have like 3 different kinds of Band-Aids, gauze pads. This, what do they call that? Co-band. And then this is an antibiotic ointment, bacitracin. I'm not taking it all out here. And a scissors, and then a couple packs of moleskin. So this is like a heavy duty foot care kit. I'm just gonna flip around to explain the heavy dutiness of the foot care kit. So we've actually had just quite a couple weeks here. We've been doing some home remodeling. That all got wrapped up like literally the night before Thanksgiving. Not even wrapped up, but to a good stopping place anyway. So we're still kind of in a mess in some of our rooms. But anyway, we had new carpets installed in our bedroom and what will be the nursery, and I will have reveals and videos coming once those rooms are done, but we are still working on them. Anyway, the carpets did get in, but the register didn't get tamped down. So it was the morning, yeah, the morning before Thanksgiving. I woke up pitch black in our room because I'm getting up, the sun's not up yet or anything. And I cut my foot on the register, or I thought I just stubbed my toe. And then I kind of hobbled over to Nate's side of the bed, like to throw my phone down. I was like, it's hurting so bad. And I went to feel it. And I was like, oh, I don't think I broke the skin. Touched it with my hand, put my hand on our brand new sheets and comforter. Thank you very much. And then I walked down the hallway in our living room and kind of sat down on our sofa, turned on the lamp because it's dark out. And I see right away on the carpet a bright red spot of blood, and blood trailing all the way down my hallway into my bedroom. New carpet, new sheets, comforter, everything had blood on it. So it was an ordeal, a big to-do, that I had cut my foot. Like, I don't want to gross you out, so cover your ears if like you get grossed out by things like this, but we're talking about like a sizable chunk of skin just gone from my foot. So I had been kind of home doctoring that, and my parents were here. My mom, you know, moms are great nursemaids, had helped like bandage it up, and Nate was helping. It's on a part of my foot I can't really see, so that makes it equally challenging. So long story, fast forward a week, like this past Wednesday, and I'm still limping around. And one of my coworkers is like, how are you going to do Disney like this? And I'm like, I have no idea. It was really hurting. And I was chatting with her and then texting with Nate, and we decided that I should maybe go see a doctor. So I got a last minute appointment, had to drive all the way to the Mall of America. Can't make this stuff up. There's an actual clinic in the Mall of America, and I don't think anybody knows because it was the only one with appointments available. And I saw the doctor, and thankfully it's not infected, but she did give me some good tips on how to dress it and to soak it in Epsom salts every day, which I brought Epsom salts for a trip, so I'll be doing that. But it's doing a lot better after I saw her. I'm on like day 2 after bandaging with doctor's instructions, and we kind of talked about our upcoming trip and that I would do like this bacitracin, it's called, this antibiotic ointment with gauze and moleskin, plus soaking it in Epsom salt. So that's the saga of the foot. She also prescribed an antibiotic, which is totally safe for baby. We hope we don't have to take it, but she said, like, here are the signs to watch for. And if it starts to look like it's getting infected, then you definitely want to start just taking the antibiotic. And it was nice because then we won't have to like find a doctor down in Florida. So that's the story of the foot. I hope I didn't gross you out. But it's just kind of like, it's almost funny how much we've had going on, and then like that on top of it, like seriously. So anyway, so that's why I'm packing a lot of foot care stuff. I think I covered everything I have laying out except, oh, I want to show you one more thing. So I still need to put these on tonight. These are the Magic Bands that we had, and Magic Bands, you no longer get them free with your stay, and they used to be, I mean, you can still get some for like $5, $10, like the plain ones. I just got a plain white one. They're still active and linked to our accounts, but I wanted to do something Christmassy. So I got these on Etsy. I have a little warm-up thing here. I think I'm gonna try to put these on and then get the Parks bag packed for tonight. And I think all we have left is kind of those last minute toiletries, like things that we'll have to put together in the morning. And then everything's laid out. We just have to fill the suitcases. So we're getting towards the finish line. I'm gonna work on these Magic Bands, and Nate, I think, might go pick us up dinner. I hope so, because I have nothing to cook. Even if I was gonna cook, I have nothing to cook. So that's kind of where we're at. And I guess I'm gonna get cracking on this, and I'll check in before we are done for the night. All right, quick update on the Magic Bands. Nate's did not turn out super great. He stepped out, but I'm gonna ask him when he gets home if he wants to keep it. I have tried and tried. I could not get it to line up. And plus his was patterned already, and there's not a solid rim along the band. So I don't know, he might prefer to just go with his. Mine turned out a little better because it was a solid color, but again, it was tough to line up around this, and I kind of don't like, let's see if I can focus in on that, the die cut around like this red piece. I want to leave the green off and just have the white show through, which it says you could do in the picture, but there's bleed over on that. And it's not even, so it's not an even outline all around. But overall, I think it'll work. It definitely, I'm happy with them. Instead of buying $30 Magic Bands just for Christmas, I liked having something kind of themed for the holiday. Like I said, Nate's probably not as fussed about having a Christmas one, so he might change his up, but I think mine, hopefully it's sticky enough it will work throughout the week. I am just so thankful though that I had this. I didn't explain what it was very well. It's from Jamberry, back when those sticker nails used to be popular, because the instructions for these say to hold them under a hairdryer, and I don't know how you would do that without burning your hands. But it was tricky to get kind of these on. I've ordered these before and they came in 2 pieces. This was 1 solid piece and it was really difficult to put on. But anyway, they're done. We can move on to the next task of the evening. So this is just my last minute bathroom stuff. I have to give my shot in the morning. Make sure to take my vitamins. I have just some basic makeup that I'm taking. I set aside this. I always use the Poreless Face Primer from Ulta. Love it. I picked this up yesterday at Sephora because I was looking for a tinted moisturizer. And I usually use, I can't think of what it's called, Paula's Choice, I think. They didn't carry it there and they highly recommended this Clinique. So I just got that. It does have SPF in it. And then just my favorite Color Stay from CoverGirl. And then this I love just as a topper. It's the White Russian from Buxton. I've used this on and off for years, and that kind of has a minty flavor to it. I brought just a little bit of bronzer, and then I'm bringing my blush. So that's light makeup because I've got my eyebrows taken care of and lashes. Hairbrush, of course, and then I will wear my retainers tonight and put them away in the morning and bring along. So that's the morning layout, I guess. So I just finished doing our instructions. There's our little Ruby Sue. We kind of changed this up. It's just a template that I made on canva.com to just give instructions, and we kind of altered it a little bit. I have the payment covering up our contact information, but you know, giving treats, and then on the back is like more about our house and the Wi-Fi and things, and then we leave a little key so everything is ready for the dogs. And then we're just walking around kind of picking up last minute stuff. Gonna run the vacuum one last time, and I need to do my Epsom salt foot soak tonight, but we are ready to crawl in bed at like 8:30 because we have a 4 a.m. wake up call. So I know today was a little chaotic, but I hope you enjoyed kind of what our day before Disney looks like, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Well, so yeah, it's about 8:30 and we're pretty well ready. Just gonna run the vacuum and do a last minute pick up things. Nate had brought home just a couple Italian beef sandwiches from a restaurant in town called Portillo's, which was really good. And then I came up to grab my camera stuff to put together, and I don't usually use the camera strap except when we're on vacation. And I can't show you my camera right now, obviously, because I'm filming with it, but found out that the camera strap connectors were missing. So we had a little bit of a panic, tried to look them up and see if we could buy them locally. Can't do that, but Amazon is going to ship them to our resort tomorrow. And so I'm so grateful that that's happening. And I had a little bit of a panic, but I think this is the most, I'll say, disorganized I've ever been. Like, and not that I'm disorganized, but I mean, this is the latest that I've ever been finally ready. It's like 8:30 and I finally feel like everything is pulled together. But usually I'm like a day ahead and just feeling like everything's last minute instead of scrambling. So I know I've just been like a hot mess today and running all over. I'm definitely a person that really likes to start packing early, so this will be a lesson for me. But yeah, we're just about ready to hit the hay. We've got a really early wake up call, so I hope you enjoyed our day before Disney and packing with us. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Well, so yeah, it's about 8:30 and we're pretty well ready. Just gonna run the vacuum and do a last minute pick up things. Nate had brought home just a couple Italian beef sandwiches from a restaurant in town called Portillo's, which was really good. And then I came up to grab my camera stuff to put together, and I don't usually use the camera strap except when we're on vacation. And I can't show you my camera right now, obviously, because I'm filming with it, but found out that the camera strap connectors were missing. So we had a little bit of a panic, tried to look them up and see if we could buy them locally. Can't do that, but Amazon is going to ship them to our resort tomorrow. And so I'm so grateful that that's happening. And I had a little bit of a panic, but I think this is the most, I'll say, disorganized I've ever been. Like, and not that I'm disorganized, but I mean, this is the latest that I've ever been finally ready. It's like 8:30 and I finally feel like everything is pulled together. But usually I'm like a day ahead and just feeling like everything's last minute instead of scrambling. So I know I've just been like a hot mess today and running all over. I'm definitely a person that really likes to start packing early, so this will be a lesson for me. But yeah, we're just about ready to hit the hay. We've got a really early wake up call. So I hope you enjoyed our day before Disney and packing with us. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.